All right, let's spin some Derbyshire Gritstone. So I have just piled the fibers beside me. I'm just going to reach down and grab. So first we have our flicked locks. There they are. I knew there was more. I'm going to spin from the butts. I'm gonna butt spin. Yes, I'm 12. What's your point? Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna decrease my uptake a little bit. This will spin thin too. It just drafts like so easy. Oops. I think I need a little more twist, so we'll go to a smaller whirl. Oh, this needs a lot more twist. It's all just drifting apart. All right, there we go. I found a spot that'll hold together, hopefully long enough to get it threaded again. And I'm going to decrease my uptake a little bit more. Nope, we're going all the way back to the beginning. So there's a really good indicator that I am not putting in enough twist. All right, get this going again. I'm so used to the clicking of my own wheel that I don't think I notice it much anymore. And it might drive some of you nuts, but that's just the noise my wheel makes. Does your wheel have a noise it makes? Does everybody's wheel do that? Or is it just me and I'm just ignoring it and I shouldn't? I don't know. It's pretty much always made that noise. And it's just the way my wheel sounds. I kind of find it soothing. So you can see this is spinning up really nice and fine. The draft is so smooth. I could probably go even thinner, but I don't want to. This is as thin as I want to spin it. Thank you. But it is a nice, easy, thin spin. It does not mind doing this at all. This is my picked cloud. So I'm just going to do a quick worsted join. And I'm going to spin a woolen draw with this, because you could literally just pick open a bunch of fleece, plop it in your lap, and spin from that. There is a little bit of debris in here, but it is literally falling out as I draft back. Or short, long draw. There we go. And even this, it wants to go down to a finer spin. So this is another fleece that likes to be fine. All right. So there is some picked locks. I'm going to grab my orange again. And next we're going to do roll eggs. I'm going to start with the blue one just because, you know, the reason I do everything, just because. This is a lovely springy wool. Here, I'm just going to back you up a bit so you can see a bit more of my hand. So you can see I'm just holding the roll egg on my hip and I'm drafting out from that. And then I lose it. Because, you know, I am no professional. I'm going to tip you up a little bit. There, that's a better view for you guys. Do you like that view better? I think it's much better. All right, I'm going to retouch my roll egg. And I'm telling you, these roll eggs, this fleece and roll eggs just drafts like a dream. Like, I can barely keep up with it. It just drafts out so easily. Turning this into a big batch of roll eggs would just spin so fast. You would be done in no time. Let me see if I can show this to you if I go sideways. Watch how it just drafts off that roll egg. Just amazing. Ooh, gotta let some twist in there. There's like no resistance, and trust me, it's not my prep. My roll eggs aren't that good. This is all the fiber. It's amazing. There is no resistance. It is so smooth. I could spin a whole fleece of roll eggs in like no time at all. It just drafts that beautifully. The issue becomes getting enough twist in. I would have to switch to my fast flyer, and then I could just whip out a fleece in no time. Like, you could spin the fleece in no time at all. And even the carding wouldn't take that long because this fleece just opens up beautifully. I can't believe how this drafts out of roll eggs. It's just effortless. Effortless. Let me see if I can show you this again. Like, look at. Trust me, it's not my prep. I'm not that good at roll eggs. It just effortlessly opens up. The biggest problem is it drafts so effortlessly that you just almost pull it right out of the twist. It just goes that smoothly. You don't even realize that you're pulling away from the twist until it's gone. Even double drafting is smooth. Holy crap, this is freaking amazing. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is just gorgeous. Okay. Go to Marie Redding, I think it's Arts. It's in the description box. Order yourself some of this fleece. Like, seriously. Just do it. Don't even question it. Just do it. Then we're going to plop in a bit of orange. We're going to spin worsted. I'm going to start with the blue because I love color. I do like spinning natural colors too, but I want to spin some color right now. All right. Now, because it is so springy, I am finding it difficult to get enough twist in there. So I'm going to use a very short forward draft and give it lots of time to get twist in it before it gets on the bobbin. Even in the roving, like, wow, this just drafts like a dream. There's no resistance. The fleece just opens up, everything slides. All right, I'm going to work really hard to make this a nice smooth worsted. When I'm spinning worsted, if I want to keep it very smooth, I tend to use my finger. I tip it up so the twist can't travel in while I'm drafting. So I'll draft, tip it up, and then let the twist in as I'm keeping those fibers under tension under my thumb so that it comes out nice and smooth. So pinch to stop the twist from entering the draft, then twist and keep those fibers under tension as I'm letting the twist in. And that leads to a very, very, very smooth worsted spin. Now my lighting is kind of weird in here today because the sun's coming through. So I'm going to move it up here and I'm going to do it again. Do your draft, tip your hand up to keep the fibers under tension as you let the twist in. Draft, tip, keep it under tension as you let the twist in. Draft, tip, tension. And it just becomes like a circular motion. And it makes for a very, very nice, smooth worsted yarn. Now, if you get some fuzzy bits when you're trying to spin worsted, as you're spinning, just kind of twist those into the draft so that it will smooth down. Just kind of spin them in with your fingers so that you can get that ultra smooth, compact, no air yarn. Let's get this off the wheel and we're just going to chain ply it to see what we have. I will tell you right now that every prep was wonderful, drafted great, was easy to spin. I think this is one of those fleeces that you can spin any way you want. It just depends what you want your final product to be. All right, here's our worsted. So I want to make sure I keep this very tight and smooth and increase my uptake because I want to make a very, very smooth, tight worsted. All right, let's move that over a little bit. Oh, guys, you have got to see this. Wow. Okay. Look at this. Look at that definition. Trying to get it right into a little spot of sunshine. Look at that definition. Oh, it's so pretty. And I don't think it's overspun by a lot. No, that's not bad at all. Wow. This is so pretty. All right, here we go. Changing styles now. I'm just going to increase the uptake a little bit here. When I'm chain plying, I love to have a really strong uptake. All right, this is Rolex. They are fuzzy as expected. It's not a worsted spin, but it came out so fine. Like, especially, like, I find when I spin Rolex that they tend to be a thicker yarn. I always assume just because of the style of the spin. But seeing how fine this spun from a Rolex, now I'm wondering if my technique has always sucked or if it's just this fleece. Let's have a look. Oh, it's so pretty though. It's so pretty. And it's not over twisted. It's soft and springy, but it still has some definition in it. It's so pretty. I am loving this Derbyshire Gritstone. This is amazing. All right, now we are on to, this is spun from the locks. All right, that was spun from picked locks. Again, just beautiful definition in this fleece. I just can't get over this. And then this is the flicked locks. Flicked, not picked. So you could literally just sit down at your wheel with a flicker, flick, spin, flick, spin, flick, spin. Because my goodness, this spun thin from the flicked locks. All right. Now, let's have a look at each style as we bring it off the wheel. Come here, come a little closer. All right. Can I release the uptake? So first we have this is our flicked locks. You can see how fine that got, and the definition is amazing. There's some spring in that. I imagine a lot of it will reactivate in the wash. So next, this would be our picked fleece. So we just picked open the locks and spun them. But even that came down to a fairly fine gauge. But you can see, even at its fluffiest, we're still getting some definition. This fleece is just freaking amazing. All right, now we're going to go into Rolex. All right, these were spun from Rolex. Look at. They're so much more consistent than I usually get with Rolex. A lot less bumpy. They drafted beautifully in the spin. But just have a look at those. From Rolex. This fleece just takes to that spin magically. All right. Now here is the coup de grace. This was the one that even if it was happening, I couldn't believe it. This is the worsted. I'm going to get the blue over there, and I'm going to put the white over here. And look at these beauties. Look at the definition is amazing. There's very little halo on it. It's spun up like that's a chain ply. So that's, you know, a 3-ply. And look how fine that is. And that was an effortless spin. Like absolutely effortless. It is so gorgeous. Now I have to decide, how am I going to spin this fleece? Obviously, I'm going to do some worsted. How can I not? Look at that. It's so pretty. And I think I will also do roll eggs, because look at how pretty the roll eggs come out too. And what an easy spin there. So I'm going to untangle this mess, get it into a skein for washing. And then I'm going to comb some fibers for worsted spinning and card some roll eggs, because I just love both methods and I can't pick just one. And just an FYI, this fleece does not tangle really hard either. You saw that mess I had, and like, it's just untangling itself as I go. It's no big deal. Wow. I am so in love with the Derbyshire Gritstone right now. I can't even tell you. I can't wait to spin and then knit up some samples with this beauty. Because, like, you saw the mess I had, right? And look at, it's just untangling and wrapping. I thought I'd be sitting here unknotting yarn. That's it. Untangled into a body nitty knotty. I am just stunned right now. This fleece is like some kind of sorcery. I don't even know what's going on. I am so confused right now. How could it just untangle like that? There was not one single knot tangled into that fleece. And you saw what I did to it. And here it is. Wow. This is sorcery. All right. I'm going to go prep fibers, and I will check in with you when I am spinning. See you in a bit.